All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another week in the behind the scenes of Alex G Trades. So we were on a 3-week fucking winning streak, and last week we lost that shit because of the market just weren't moving good, right? I'm not gonna lie, we didn't get wicked out, we didn't get diddied. We had a week where we followed the trading plan. We just did not happen to win any of the trades. Now this fucking week, I see so many opportunities that I think we're only going to be able to catch 2 or 3 of them just because I don't want to over leverage my account. But there is an abundance of market opportunities in this week that we're going to be trading right now. And I see an easy, and I'm talking about an easy $250,000, 300K this week without a fucking doubt in my mind. So let's break everything down. Right now it is Sunday, 10:27 p.m. EST. So we are pre-London session, the first London session of the week. And some of the markets are already making a move. And by the way, if you are not subscribed to this channel, hit the subscribe button. Yes, this is my secondary channel where I just break down my trades. This is strictly the behind the scenes of every single one of my trades. With that being said, let's get it started. So as you guys can tell right here, we have my first market of the week, which is going to be GBPCHF. This is a major high risk degen trade. As you can tell, my alarm has already been hit. I do not suggest to take this trade. My only real confluence behind this trade is that we are pretty much at the lowest point that we have ever been. This market being at the lowest point that we've ever been just logically makes sense to buy, right? The daily time frame is bullish, higher low, higher high, and I see the weekly time frame creating this leg into this area right here, like the last potential area. If it's going to have the leg to the upside, like this is creating that perfect retracement to this daily level of support. It's having a reaction from it, and the daily has had a bullish pin bar showing that this retracement has potentially stopped. Like if there's an area where it's going to have the move, it's literally going to be from here, and I believe we're going to predict this move right now. Very clean structure over here that right now we are currently above, and then the 4-hour time frame, we are currently having a very clean consolidation at this level, showing indication that we're struggling to break through it. Before I used to be the type of conservative trader that I am now. Like I'm a high risk in terms of like risking a lot of money, but I'm conservative in terms of like waiting for extra confirmations. I am going to be waiting for this break, this retest, to then take this trade to the upside. Maybe on the break I'll take it, depends how big the break is and if I can get a retest on the smaller time frame. But I need for this market to break out of this consolidation zone here on the 1 hour so it can confirm that indeed it is having a reaction from this level. And then if I do not enter on that break, that retest is going to be my perfect entry to come in. This is a perfect example. We break above it, we retest it, and that's the trade that I am looking to enter. Beautiful trade, beautiful risk to reward, and pretty much what I like about this trade is that it's where the market is pretty much. Now this is not my number one pair because it has the most amount of confluence. It's just because it's the number one pair that I think is going to have the move the fastest. So the way I organize the pairs that I trade for the week aren't based off of probability. They're based off of which one can happen the quickest, and this one can have this pretty much tonight. Next is going to be AUDJPY, where we are currently having a very strong push up. We've had a very clean higher high push in this market, and this very clean higher high push, once again, I don't recommend what I'm about to be explaining right now, but it is a very clean trade setup. We've had a very clean higher high. We've approached this weekly resistance level. We go down to the daily. The daily is still bullish, higher low, higher high. We've approached this resistance level. And what happens every single time we come into this resistance, we have a reaction. So what I'm going to be waiting for is for this market to have the retracement into this area. Now you may be asking, all right, Alex, but this retest of this area is the proper continuation trade. Yeah. But I'm also looking for this John right here. I'm looking for the counter trend trade to take this all the way back into this area of interest over here. This is it's going to be the high risk trade and the one that I don't recommend. The proper trade is going to be this one right here, which is literally the textbook break and retest and then continuation buys. The buys will for sure, well, I can't say for sure, but I'm almost 80% sure that they're going to happen. The degen sells, I'm not entirely sure. I'm already seeing a head and shoulders on the 1 hour time frame, which is the first indication of the reversal pattern. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be placing my alarm at the neckline of this head and shoulders to notify me once and if we actually manage to break this neckline. I'm going to enter the trade right around here. The neckline stop loss should be above the head, and then my take profit will be a little bit above this support level down over here, so I can make sure that I have a quick 1 to 2 risk to reward. This is a degen high risk trade that I do not recommend, but I'm a fucking degenerate, so it is what it is. So this trade looks pretty clean. I see it happening tonight. USDCHF, another one of these degenerate trades, just waiting for the retest back into this area for us to be interested in this trade. We're going to be waiting for this move in order for us to pretty much buy. The same exact thing as GBPCHF. We are at the lowest point we have historically been in this market in a very long time. And I just see this as the area if it's going to have the reaction from this market. Like, this is literally it, right? The market's going to have the push from this support level, how it's done it in the past. And if you ask me, if I'm going to enter a trade at the lowest point that has ever pretty much been, and my stop loss is going to be at the actual lowest point it's ever been, the odds of me losing this trade is damn near impossible. Because if the market really does break below this level, well, then we got a bigger problem, right? The fucking Switsies are doing something in the Switzy Frankie, and then we gotta just there's nothing we can do about that, right? So I doubt that's gonna happen, but if it does, I guess we'll have to set and forget and move on to the next one. But yeah, this trade right here is very clean. I'm going to be waiting for this retest into this area for me to be interested in taking the buy. GBPUSD. This is some bullshit because it has been consolidating for the last 2 fucking weeks doing nothing. Now we are up at this resistance level once again, and this resistance level respectfully is very respected. Respectfully, it's respected. Whenever we're below, we are selling, and we'll tell you right now something, we are fucking below that shit. Now we got all types of head and shoulders here. We got this head and shoulders right here. It kind of worked out, and right now it looks like this John right here is creating a head and shoulders with a right shoulder with like 10 structure points. So we are literally at the point where we are literally going to break this and then sell, or we are at the point where we are going to break this to the upside, retest that inverted head and shoulders, and then buy. So this is what I'm waiting for on this market. Either one, obviously the break and retest of this to then buy, or the actual move that I think is going to happen. I'm going to wait for this market to break below this structure point. I'm going to let the market show me their hand first. And then once we get that bearish engulfing candlestick, I'm then going to wait for the retracement to then sell. Very similar to right here, bearish engulfing candlestick. The market showed you the hand first. Then we get the pullback. We sell. Beautiful push. All that we need right here is for the market to show us their hand first. And that requires patience. Patience pays, ladies and gentlemen. Moving on to the next market, USDCAD. We are currently having a beautiful head and or potential head and shoulders at this very strong level of resistance. Whenever we're below, we head down. Right now, the 4-hour time frame looks like we can potentially be creating that head and shoulders as well. So I'm going to be waiting for this to have that break, retest, and sell. Pretty self-explanatory. If we have a dip up here, a push up here, even better. We'll have the continuation sells to the downside. AUDJPY, I'm looking for retest for buys, but yeah, I'm not really feeling those. I was looking for retested sells on GBPAUD, but not much, and GBPAUD pretty much waiting for the retest to then buy. Very similar to AUDJPY, just waiting for this retracement to then buy. Just the counter trend trade sells don't look as clean on this market, and then nothing really on Euro AUD. Ladies and gentlemen, for now, that is everything for tonight. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you are not subscribed. And let's see what tonight brings us. I'm going to be here until I get my entry signal. Or if not, I'm going to go to my bed, fall asleep, and wake up every other hour. You guys ask me all the time, how do I stay up for London session? And the answer is I don't. I wake up for London session. So I'll literally just place an alarm. 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning. And I'll just wake up, look at my phone like this, like half asleep. Did it happen? No. Back to sleep. If not, I wake up. There's no point in me just looking at the market all fucking night. So there's a lot of nights that I have saved myself just not sleeping. And I've learned over the time. So with that being said, let's see where this week takes us. All right, guys, market update. It is currently Monday night, pre-London session. It's 9:25 at night. And we missed out on some fucking markets right now, and we did avoid a loss. Well, not really avoid a loss. I was never going to really take this trade because we never broke and retested below this neckline right here. So AUDJPY, we were waiting for a break and retest below this neckline to then sell. Yeah, we never did that, so we never took that trade. GBPCHF, on the other hand, this shit did exactly what I wanted it to do. Beautiful daily break above this area. Beautiful retest, daily time from close with a daily bullish pin bar. Boys, we are fucking about to go in. Now, the only reason why I'm a little bit skeptical is, like, I'm going to be honest. I don't see a bearish candlestick coming after here, right? Let's just be honest. But on the 4 hour, not bad. This is not that bad, but I need to be honest. I don't like my take profit. It's not the best. Fuck, man. Like, if I can get a bullish engulfing right here in the next hour, like if we can get something like this bucket, you know, I'm gonna go for a little bit of a bigger take profit. I do want to have a very healthy stop loss. The only problem with this trade right here, I'll tell you exactly what it is. My only issue with this trade is that if my fucking stop loss gets hit, I am not wrong. That is my only issue with this trade right here. I can literally come back into here, reject how we've done in the past, and then have a push up. And then having a bigger stop loss like this then just makes this trade not even make sense. The risk to reward is not there. That is my issue with this trade. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just gonna look at it, man. I'm just gonna keep my eye on it, but I might fucking hit the buy button soon. USDCAD. Fuck, man. Fuck, man. We called this shit to perfection. Who the fuck is calling me? I gotta answer this. 1 second, boys. So I'm back after the phone call. Fuck, man. Fuck. We called this trade to perfection. A beautiful, beautiful retest of this neckline of the head and shoulders. This motherfucker, bro. This, I will not let this go unseen. I am almost about to shoot my screen. I will not let this go unseen, you motherfuckers. Well, we just move on to the next trade now. AUDJPY. Yeah, we're still going to be waiting for this break and retest and sell. USDCHF. Oh, welcome. Hello. We are back at this area of interest, exactly how I wanted to this market to have this retest of this down. We are now retesting this area. I'm going to be waiting for those rejections to then buy. This market is yet to have this shift of structure, so we are yet to then sell. I'm getting another phone call. 1 second. All right, I'm back. I keep getting these phone calls in the middle. Like, what the fuck, dude? The point is that GBPCHF, we're going to have our, in 11 minutes, I'm going to put my alarm up here to see if we happen to engulf that candle. If we engulf it, I'm in. USDCHF, we missed the trade. It is what it is. AUDJPY, no break and retest, no sell. USDCHF, let's put this right at the top. If this... This is such a degenerate trade. Like, I have no confluence to buy this trade other than we are at the lowest point we've ever been. Like, give me something like this at least, right? This right here, this retest, I see it like this retest. Just give me that right there. Give me a morning star formation, and then I'll be interested in taking the trade. Honestly, yeah, that's really all I got. USDCAD, we already talked about it. GBPUSD, break and retest to then sell. AUDCHF, nothing. GBPAUD, nothing. Oh, hello there. What is your name? Is your name AUDJPY? What if I tell you you are creating perfect counter trade? Hello. Counter trade. Yeah, I'm good. I'm just gonna stick with this one, and AUDJPY. That's pretty much it. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll check back in tomorrow. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, it is currently 7:22 in the fucking morning. Look at that, 7:22 in the morning. Yo, I am too fucking nasty of a trader, bro. I'm just too disgusting, bro. Look at this. Calling it perfect. Like, I just get so hyped because I literally set it to perfection yesterday. I need a bullish engulfing above this candle right here in order for me to buy. No bullish again to fucking stick above this. I can't even talk right now. It's too early in the morning. But look at this. I avoided this loss to perfection. Why? Because I knew I would place my stop loss at an area where if it would get hit, I would not be wrong. So technically right now we have broken below this structure point, but if you look at it on the 4 hour, this 4 hour still has an hour and a half to close. We could be creating a major wick. I might be able to snipe right now a crazy entry at this area right here. Daily time frame, we have had the perfect daily bullish pin bar rejection candlestick, and this bullish pin bar rejection candlestick, I really did not expect for this to have this bearish candle to the downside. I really did not. But since we didn't get those minor things on the lower time frames, that just made us avoid the trade. And look at this. Looks like it's coming back to retest this area once again. Yeah, I'm still interested in this trade as long as we can hold above this support level. So for now, I'm going to be waiting for this price to break above that. USDCHF, I put my alarm yesterday waiting for the engulfing candlestick. I literally said, if we create something very similar to this right here, morning star formation, I would buy. No morning star formation, no buy. Simple. Guess what? Yo, right now, this would be the stupidest. This would be the stupidest entry, I think, on the fucking history of trading USDCHF. We are literally at the lowest body structure point we have ever been. I think just buying it here, risking like 0.5% would make sense. Because, bro, my stop loss would be at an area that if it gets hit, dude, it is literally, I can't say impossible, man, because markets could really do anything. But, I mean, yeah, technically we have it a little bit lower there. But, like, if there's an area where we're going to have a reaction, it's literally from this area. You know what? I'm going to full-blown degen this trade right here. I'm not even going to lie. This trade right here, if we happen to have a bullish engulfing candlestick back above that support level, I'm in. The only problem is that I think it's going to be so fucking fast that I might not even be able to catch it. But something like this, and I'll buy this trade at this area here. I have no confluences on this trade. I am purely basing this trade off that we are at the lowest point that we have ever historically been. That is literally, and I think that's a good enough confluence for me, honestly. I've taken worse trades. I don't see the weekly time frame closing like this. I just don't see it. AUDJPY, on the other hand, hello. Finally, you have had the massive break. Now, on that break last night, thank you very much, we have officially broken this area. Now, we are coming back to retesting this neckline. Now, I could jump in right now. I really could. But I want to wait for a bearish engulfing candlestick rejection confirmation. The market has been doing too much bullshit, and I need that extra confirmation. Why? Because why not? So we're going to be very patient for that. If this has a bigger pullback into here, even better, honestly. I would love for this to close with a massive bearish pin bar, because then the next daily candlestick will have that wick fill. USDCAD. What an unfortunate situation. This was just a beautiful trade that we missed. GBPUSD, no break and retest below, no sell. AUDCHF doing what I anticipated. GBPAUD is back into this area of interest. Good for it. And yeah, every other market for now I am not interested in. Yeah, I'm not really interested in. I'd say AUDJPY, waiting for that alarm. USDCHF, waiting for, oh, look at that. It's already having the reaction, guys. Bro, I'm telling you. Yo, I might just do it right now, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Because like I feel like I would literally get the best possible entry. Oh my god. I'm gonna give it 2 minutes. If we like break, bro, I have no confluence to enter this trade right now. Like zero confluence. Yeah, we're just gonna give a little bit. GBP, look at that. Oh my god, it's doing exactly what I thought. Yep, and it's like the perfect time for all this too, right? Because it's 7:30 in the morning. Little bit. So right now we're still in the middle of London and waiting for New York. I think the kickstart of New York will just take this to the upside. USD will open. something like this. I don't know. I'm gonna make a decision in between GBPCHF or, oh man, they're all so great. Yeah, let's just give it a couple of more minutes before I actually make a decision on any of these trades right here. I'm liking this one though. I think I like USDCHF the most. I'm not gonna lie. But I just don't like how this one took out all these lows. This could be like that wick grab or liquidity grab, you know, that everybody talks about. The Diddy, this could be that. Because as long as we don't close below, I mean, technically we did close below this higher low, but let's say we call this the higher low. Can this candlestick close above it? Maybe. I think if the momentum is strong enough, we can definitely close above that. And then, you know, we got a pretty decent trade. Stop loss is at a very healthy area. But right now it's just Tuesday. Like, we still have a whole week ahead of us. That's what I like. You see, last time we were down here last week, we completely created that wick fill to the upside. So I think we could, like, I think this is that again, you know? How did it close? I think I might do it. I literally feel like the next candlestick is just something, and like a lot of you guys try and understand this about me, and like I don't know, you know, it's just like an intuition thing. I've been doing this shit for so long. Right around here. Come on, give me something. Let me see how the spread is. By the way, if you guys want to use the broker that I use, the link is in the description below. This is one of the brokers that I recommend. I recommend LQH Markets, or I recommend 1X Trade. So if you guys want to use either or, just click the link in the description below. I'll probably just have one instead of both. If LQH doesn't work for wherever you are, give it a shot to 1X Trade. I like them both a lot. Very clean. A lot of people ask me, why don't I trade on a regulated broker? It's because I like trading with higher leverage, and I can't do my account flips if I'm trading on a 1-50 leverage. I don't have as much access to my money. On these less regulated brokers, I'm able to have a lot more accessibility to my funds compared to any other platform. Like, bro, I've had my money held for 2 weeks before on a regulated platform, just because they're going through compliance and through procedures. Like, bro, that just sucks. I get my withdrawals 24 to 48 hours, boom, bang, quick. So much easier in my opinion. Yeah, let me see the spread real quick on these markets. Yeah, the spread is awesome. All right, here we go. All right, fuck it. We're gonna buy USDCHF all the way down here at the lows. We're literally buying it right now. I'm even gonna turn up the volume so you guys could hear it. All right. This is probably one of the worst trades I have ever taken with the least amount of confidences. I'm gonna go with less risk than I normally go with, but my stop loss is gonna be at an area where I literally doubt that it will ever hit it. So USDCHF, my stop loss will be 78,862, 78,862. All right, buy USDCHF, 78. All right. You guys hear that? So that's how all this right here is on my personal accounts. Then we switch over to a different account that I have. I'm trying to do an account flip right here. So we have 61,000 on this trade. So we're gonna put here 61,000 on this account. I want to risk, I don't know, my stop loss would be, this is a huge stop loss for being this low. Like, this is ginormous, but it could still get hit. Fuck, I should have given it more breathing room. All right, I'm gonna give it a 30 pip stop loss just in case. All right, 30 pip stop loss. We are trading USDCHF, and I want to risk around 10,000. So let's do 15%. Yeah. So calculate, that's 30.8 30.5 lots. 30.5 lots on USDCHF. Trade 30.5. Paste. Buy. All right, cool. So there we are in on this account, ladies and gentlemen, and then we are also in our other bigger account, which is this account right here. So let's see what USDCHF does. This is a very high risk degen trade. I already know it, bro. This was fucking stupid. I should have not even entered this. And now at this point, all I gotta do is just commit. Like, I literally can't do anything else. I decided to take this trade. Now I have to be a man and be responsible for it. Dude, it makes so much more sense to take this trade. I'm not even gonna lie. This is equally as much of a high risk trade, right? Because we are at this resistance level. You know, this could have multiple rejections before having a push to the downside. But I would need this daily to confirm, and I think I would probably wait for that. But if this gives me that bearish engulfing candlestick, I will probably also add this position. I'm not gonna lie. And that's the beauty of having access to the majority of your money as possible. I have access to 1 to 500 on my accounts. If I were to have a 1 to 50 leverage, I don't even think I'd be able to take these positions. Nonetheless, another position. So there you guys go. It's a very clear indication on why I use these platforms. Though this is not good. I literally did not expect. I expect from here just to go straight up. So I'm gonna leave this stop loss here. And I'm gonna leave that alarm right there, and I'm gonna put an alarm right here, letting me know if it's breaking the lows. So the message I'm gonna put USDCHF breaking the lows. All right, let's come back in a couple of hours and let's see what happens. Well, honestly, that didn't even take a fucking hour, bro. Jesus, we're already breaking the lows, bro. I mean, honestly, what can I can't be mad at myself. I said this before I even took the trade. This is an extremely high risk degen trade. Yeah, that's really all I got. I accepted this faith. I really thought I was that guy for a second. I mean, there's still hope, but yeah. So stupid, bro. So dumb. Oh, I should have just waited like 5 minutes. If I would have waited 5 minutes, I would have at least entered all the way down here right now. Oh my God, bro. All right, well, we'll come back. Wow. Yo, I can't make this shit up, bro. I can't fucking make this shit up, bro. Yo, I am a disgusting trader, dude. I am just disgusting. I am just plain out. I need to be protected. I am convinced. Look at this. I go downstairs to go have some breakfast. I come back upstairs and I see this. Who knows how much I was in profit. Thank God my alarm didn't hit, because I would have thrown my breakfast on the floor. But yeah, this is great. This is great. If I would have waited to down here, I would have had literally I would have had a zero drawdown entry, bro. Oh my God. Whatever. We're still good. We're a little bit in drawdown. Not bad. It's around break even on the actual. Yeah, we're around 13K. It's like break even to me, respectfully. So yeah, let's see what goes down. Just a little quick market update. AUDJPY. It looks like it's not breaking below, so no trade there just yet. I don't know. This wasn't strong enough for me. It looks okay, but I want like a clean bearish candlestick. Nothing there. USDCHF set and forget both of these for now. This is funny. Fuck, man. Fuck. I fucking knew it, bro. You wanna know what pisses me off even more than this, bro? You wanna know what the fuck pisses me off even more than this shit right here? Fuck! Motherfucker. I take the fucking degenerate trade. Literally straight into stop loss. I fucking knew it. Dude, I knew I should have placed it below this low here, bro. I don't think it's gonna hit this low, man. Fuck. I mean, I called it, you know, it is what it is. I accepted my faith, right? I can't get that mad at myself. But what I am mad at myself is for this bullshit right here on AUDJPY. This is fucking bullshit. I did not expect such a massive bearish engulfing candlestick on the 1 hour, dude. And I like I say it all the time. Sometimes it may be good, sometimes it may be shit. You miss the fucking trade like this. But I'm gonna have a little bit of a pullback, hopefully, so I can enter this trade. It's the exact same thing as USDCAD, bro. We missed this trade. Yo, it's crazy. I avoided this loss this week. That's a W. I missed out on this W. Beautiful 1 to 2 risk to reward trade. Trade would have literally gone to the take profit perfectly, exactly how I anticipated. And as of right now, I've missed out on this trade right here, bro. So textbook, so fucking clean. GBPUSD, no break and retest. AUDJPY, I don't even have anything on this. This one just made it to the area of interest. This one's barely having a retracement. Wow, bro, I caught this pullback too, bro. That's so crazy, bro. I am such a nasty trader. I just really wasn't prioritizing this, but I could have easily taken this trade down here at this shift to structure right here after that engulfing. Easily taking that trade. Caught that one as well. Nothing here. I was just looking for buys here, but this one didn't do anything. So for now, AUDJPY, I'm going to be waiting for a little bit of a pullback. USDCHF, just, dude. I mean, I'm not going to lie. This is going to sound so degenerate, but I might be interested in buying again. Because it's like, let me explain, right? Let me explain. I just don't see it going lower. I swear, I just can't imagine. I just can't go lower. And I want to enter at that sniper entry. And I know that's, and I understand, I have a clear understanding that that's the wrong thing to do. But dude, I am accepting my faith here. Like I am accepting the outcome. Will I get mad? Sure. Would I have still taken this loss even if I would have waited for this 1 hour pin bar? For sure. I would have just entered it a little bit lower. But yeah, I would have still taken this loss, right? I would have still been wicked out of this fucking shit. So for now, we're just going to wait for this market to have a reaction. It's still only Tuesday, boys. We still got time. GBPCHF looks like it's having that dip a little bit deeper. This one, I will wait for it down there. AUDJPY, be kind. Be a kind one and come back. Come back for your boy. Come back. Come back for your boy. Set and forget G, Alex G. But yeah, that's the market update for now. We will update you guys on how it goes, but this shit is moving crazy, dude. Moving pretty crazy. Oh, let me just show you guys as well. We lost $153,000 on this trade right here. So let me show you guys what it's looking like. So we lost $153,000 on one of the main personal accounts. So it's 153 bendos. And then on the other account that I'm trying to flip, we lost 10,000 on that one. So we've taken 2 losses back to back on that account right there. So, and you know what's fucked up? That I can go into my community right now of my students, and I can look at their success stories, and I can nearly guarantee you, I'm gonna do it right now. Look at this. People are getting funded. People are actually taking the trades. Look, bro. Look at this right here, bro. Like this is crazy to me. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. This guy right here inside of my community, USDCAD, 1 to 5 risk to reward. Caught this beautiful in just 36 hours. Made 1,250 on my funded account. Yeah, because I share every single one of these trades live with my students. I do Sunday swings and I break down every single one of these trades. And it's cool to me because I know I'm predicting the markets. And even though if I'm not catching it, I know my people are catching it. And that's good for me. But yeah, let's see where the market goes. We'll update it a little bit. All right. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the next day. So right now it is currently 12 in the afternoon right now, in the afternoon for Wednesday. So pretty much spent all morning kind of just looking at the screen, in and out. There really wasn't much. GBPCHF closed with a massive daily bearish candlestick into this area. Seems like we're having a reaction here, which is pretty decent. The fact that we overtook these weekly lows right here is already a pretty strong red flag to me, honestly. And it's just a big turnoff. Like, I don't want to be involved in any bullshit like that. And it looks like we're creating lower lows within this higher low and this higher high market structure. We are in to this very strong area of interest right now, and obviously I expect for us to have a reaction here just because that's what we've done in the past. But yeah, man, did we avoid this loss? That was a beautiful loss that we avoided. Like, dude, it's so crazy, the intuition of an experienced trader, how it dude, it's so crazy. USDCHF, this was the intuition. You know, I knew I was pretty much gonna lose this trade, but I thought I saw a 1% chance, and I was betting so much money on that 1% like a fucking idiot. Daily time frame close, very strong bearish engulfing, not only below this area of interest but also below this wick. So this right now is pretty much at the historic lows, and I'm very interested to see how this weekly candlestick will close. So supposedly, right, I just see everybody talking about it online. There's some big news coming today at 2 p.m. EST. We got all this shit going down for the USD federal fund rates, FOMC statements. Supposedly this should have a big impact on the USD. And then we have also unemployment claims, right, later. I don't know how this is going to affect USDCHF, but it does have the USD. Maybe the USD gets a bit stronger. I don't know, but I just can't see a world where this keeps getting weaker, honestly. AUDJPY. Oh my God, bro. Oh my God, bro. Fuck, man. Yo, I literally called this shit to perfection, bro. I literally called this, dude. Beautiful retest, sells. I'm just like, dude, it's just so perfect. Just such clean structure. I mean, it is what it is, right? We caught the perfect left head, right shoulder, break of the neckline, retest it, and it's selling. It's on the way to the fucking take profit, and we missed the whole shit. I called this market earlier this week that it was going to have this retracement into this area of interest. Fuck, man. Shit pisses me off, bro. Moving on to the next market. Euro AUD. Euro AUD, I was interested in selling. We had a reaction up into this area of interest, but I want some daily rejection confirmation. Beautiful 4-hour bearish engulfing candlestick. I was actually very interested in selling this trade at that retest. But then as soon as I was going to enter this trade at that retest, I basically was going to enter the trade somewhere like this. Stop loss was going to be somewhere up here. My risk to reward was not going to make sense. So I said, you know what, let me wait for a little bit better of a pullback. And then as I'm chasing this pullback, I said that this pullback pretty much never stopped. And I pretty much just avoided a loss right now. So this is a great trade that I am still interested in, but just letting it do its thing. USDCAD. Bro, I've literally missed 5% in between this trade and in between this trade. It's just fucking crazy to me. GBPUSD, no break and retest, no sell. AUDCHF, we made it. GBPAUD, we are now retesting this area for sells, nothing for sells. AUDCAD, looks like we're on the way as well. Letting that be on the way. GBPCAD, wow, I did not expect this, to be honest. I did not expect highs. And then GBPNZD looks like it's having a retest. Yeah, my main focus right now is probably Euro AUD, potentially for sells. AUDJPY never came back, so we pretty much just missed this trade. USDCHF, just want to see how it reacts along with GBPCHF. So ladies and gentlemen, that is the market update for now. It's only Wednesday. We still have some opportunity to potentially enter Euro AUD. So let's see how it goes down. All right, guys, market update. It is Thursday evening, pretty much like 5 p.m. market close. So pretty much nothing this week, honestly. We're just going to take the L this week, right? For fucking being a dumbass, because we had no need to take a degenerate trade this week. You know, USDCHF did end up coming back into this break-even area. So you guys can see here, you guys can literally see that I was being a degenerate on this trade right here. I was entering a trade that was against the trend all the way at the bottom. Like, I should have waited for at least this right here, a little bit of a 4-hour push, 4-hour confirmation. And from the looks of it, looks like the weekly is still going to close above this area. We still have a whole 22 hours left. And if it closes above that area next week, I'm going to be basically taking the same trade again that I took this week, but with a bit more confirmation, not just price being there. Now I actually have some confirmation that we're rejecting that area. So that's a big plus. GBPCHF has pretty much just stayed down here throughout the week. Weekly looks like it's going to close with a very strong bearish candle. So we still have to wait for that to close. Euro AUD, we never got a slowdown at this area. We were waiting for a break and retest yesterday for it to sell. No slowdown, no trade. This is showing you guys the importance of sometimes waiting for those extra confirmations and how powerful it could be. Sometimes waiting for those extra confirmations are good. Sometimes you miss out on a trade, but in events like this, I would have saved myself a loss. This trade right here is yet to break and retest above this area. No break and retest above, no trade. AUDJPY ended up coming all the way back into this area of interest. Gave me another rejection, but it just wasn't good enough for me, honestly, so I just never jumped back into the trade. But let's see if tomorrow it ends up having a continuation push to the downside. If maybe pre-London session we spike up, maybe I'll enter the sell. But I don't expect for the next 22 hours, which is what's left of the market before it closes, for it to have a whole entire move to the downside. Could it happen? Yes, but I don't anticipate it because it's just not likely to happen, right? I don't base my strategy off of big potential swan events, right? This trade is cooking the fuck up for next week. This is a beautiful trade setup. Left head, right shoulder, retesting that neckline, daily bearish pin bar. Weekly has just retested this area. I don't expect tomorrow for it to have the whole push to the downside. I literally expect for this to stall here for the next 22 hours, which is what's left for the market to close. These next 22 hours of this weekly candlestick will be like this. And then next week, we will have the actual push. So this is also going to be on the top of my watch list for next week. Very strong level of support. And we don't just sell off of the first rejection. We actually retested multiple times before actually having the push. And that's what I could expect for this move to happen here. USDCAD, we are having a bit of a reaction from the support level as expected. But this trade was a one and done type of thing. And GBPUSD looks like it's breaking and retesting below this area now. So it looks like the buys didn't look that clean while you were breaking and retesting above there. So for now, overall, this one made it to this area of interest. This one, it's been, this had a massive push. For now, everything, it looks like it's cooking up for next week. I just want to see how this closes for next week and how this closes off to end off the week. So far, more of a slow week, pretty educational, not much volatility. So far, I'm down $150,000. But yeah, no, there's definitely no hope for us to make anything back this week. We're taking a loss this week. There's no hope. I just want to see how the market closes, and that's pretty much it. But let's see how tomorrow closes. All right, boys, so we're back. Basically, this is actually market open. So I didn't do an update on Friday market close or in the weekend. I actually did it right now. Market open. This is pre-London session on basically the next week. So the trade actually did have the full reaction, hit my full take profit, and then it did ended up pretty much closing off with a very strong daily bearish pin bar. I do expect this week to have a continuation push to the downside, and I'm going to potentially be waiting for this trade to have some type of retracement for me to be interested in sells. USDCAD, waiting for this break and retest to the downside, and then USDCHF this week, I'm waiting for the break and retest for the buy. Now, if you're watching this video, you are literally watching this market already after it happened. If you would be part of my community, like the students that I have just shown you, literally you're going to see these markets happen in real time. I am sharing with you guys the exact breakdowns, and I am mentoring you on a one-on-one basis on why I'm interested in these markets in real time, and most importantly, executing my strategy on it. Because one thing is me telling you what I'm looking to do on this market, and then another thing is you actually understanding it and then following a strategy with it. So if you want to be part of my community and I mentor you and take you by the hand and do a one-on-one with you, like I'm talking about an open Zoom where you could just ask me questions, hit the link in the description down below, speak to my team, see if it's even a right fit for you and if you are even a right fit for us. Because we don't just accept everybody to be part of my private community. As you can tell, you can't even just buy it if you wanted to. You have to speak to my team first and see if you qualify. Because if I'm going to be dedicating time to you every single week and literally getting on a Zoom call with you and breaking down your trades and reviewing them, I want to make sure that you're the right person for that. So with that being said, if at this moment you are not subscribed to this channel, hit that subscribe button. Next week, we have a crazy video coming, and my goal is going to take $50,000 into $100,000. So if you guys aren't subscribed, you're going to miss out that next video. You once again want to be part of the community, hit the link in the description below, and I'll see you guys next week. Thank you guys for being part of this channel, and I'll see you guys there.